Hello everyone, myself Anuradha Haith. Today I am going to teach you laws of probability. So laws of probability. So we know that probability means possibility or chances. What is the formula probability? Probability of any event is equals to m by n, where n equal to total number of outcomes in the sample space. So suppose this is the sample space. All possible outcomes under the investigation is called the sample space. And M is what? The points which are favorable to the event A. Now suppose I'm defining two events here. One is A and another is B. Let me write here A and this is B. Now the first law of probability is called addition law of probability. This is called addition law of probability. Now what is the meaning of it? Addition law means there are two events A and B in the sample space and we are interested to find out the probability of the event A union B. So what is the formula? A union B. So A union B means that is the, everybody knows A union B means the whole thing will come here. This is called A union B. Now the formula of addition law is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability A intersection B. And what is the concept of addition law? Addition law tells that if there are two events A and B in the sample space, probability of the occurrence of either A or B or both of them, right? Either A or B or both of them is called the addition law, and this is the formula. Now, second law, before coming to the second law, first we have to know what is the meaning of conditional probability. In case of conditional probability, we are defining again two events A and B here. One event depends upon another. Let us take that the event A depends upon B. So what we do here, we are interested to find out probability of A given B. B is already happened and A depends something, A depends upon B. This formula will be equal to probability of A intersection B upon probability of B. In case B depends upon A, then the formula will be reverse. Probability B given A will be probability A intersection B divided by probability of A. This is called conditional probability. So conditional probability means there are two events who depends upon each other. Like A depends upon B or B depends upon A. Now, in case we are coming to the second law of probability now, which is called, I'll give a star mark because it's a part of conditional probability. It is called multiplication law. Now, what is the meaning of multiplication law? If there are two events, that is A and B, if A depends upon B, this is the conditional probability. We have got the formula. Now, if I write the conditional probability formula in this way, probability A intersection B equal to probability A given B multiplied by probability of B. Or we can write it probability of B given A into probability of A. This is nothing but the formula of multiplication law. And what is the concept of the multiplication law? The concept of the multiplication law is that there are two events A and B in the sample space. Probability of the occurrence of A and B both, right? That is called multiplication law probability. Now, a special case here we are considering that suppose the events A and B are not depending upon each other. They are independent. So we will call they are independent events. So if independent events, they are independent events, obviously probability A given B will be equal to probability of A because it does not depend upon B. Similarly, probability B given A will be simply probability of B. It will not depend upon probability of A. So my formula reduces to A intersection B equal to probability of A into probability of B. This is the multiplication law, and the other formula multiplication law where the special case occurs, that is both the event A and B are independent. So we are getting two laws of probability. First is addition law. The meaning is that occurrence of A or B or both of them. Or in other words, we can say at least one of them. That is called addition law. And the formula we have written there, probability of A union B equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Then we have done conditional probability. If one event depends on the other, then from conditional probability, we get multiplication law, which is this is the formula. And special case, if A and B are independent events, they are not depending upon each other, then probability of A intersection B. A intersection B means both the event occurs simultaneously. That is equal to probability of A into probability of B. Now, depending upon these few laws, we are going to solve some problems. The first problem. The problem is here. A and B are two events such that probability of A equal to 0.2, probability B equal to 0.4. It is given they are independent events. So no formula of the conditional probability will come here. Find the probability both A and B will occur, only A, only B, at least one of them, none of them. So we have to find out this. Fine. So what is given? Let us write it first. Probability of A equal to 0.2, probability of B equal to 0.4. So what is probability of A complement? A complement means A will not occur. That is 1 minus 0.2, which will be 0.8. And probability of B complement will be 1 minus 0.4 equal to 0.6. So A complement means A is not happening. B complement means B is not happening. Okay, fine. Now we are going to find the first question. Probability both of them will occur. Both of them. That means A and B, both of them simultaneously. So this is nothing but the formula of multiplication law. And as they are independent, the formula will be simply probability of A into B. So we have to multiply 0.2 into 0.4. Okay. So we get the answer 0.08. You can check in the calculator. Second question, only A happens. So only A. So what do you mean by only A? Only A means A happens, but B does not. Okay. So only A will happen means A will happen and I use in this way, A will happen and B does not. So can I write this probability of A intersection B complement? So A will occur and B does not. So that is only A. So again, they are independent. Now, independent, if A and B are independent, there is a formula which can be derived that if A and B are independent, A and B complement are also independent. A complement and B are also independent. Even A complement and B complement will also be independent. So I can write probability of A into probability of B complement. So probability of A is 0.2, B complement is 0.6. So you will get the answer here, multiplying. Next question is what? After only A, only B. Similarly, only B we will get. So only B means what? So I will write here. Only B. So what is the meaning of only B? Just we have done only A. Similarly, only B, what you will get? That B will occur and A does not. So can I write B intersection A complement? So what is it? Probability of B into probability of A complement. Both the values are given. You can put it there and get the answer. Probability of B and probability A complement. Fine. The next question, next two are at least one of them, none of them. At least one of them, none of them. Fine. So let me write at least one of them. So what is the meaning of at least one of them? At least one of them means either A or B or both of them. So we have done the formula. This is nothing but the addition law of probability. This is the definition of additional law of probability. So what is it? Probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. This is simply the formula. So what is probability of A? 0.2. Let me just scroll up to see the value. Probability of A is 0.2. Probability of B is 0.4. And A intersection B is 0.08. So 0.2 plus 0.4 minus 0.08. You are going to calculating this. You are going to get the answer, at least one of them. Fine. Probability of none of them. None of them. None of them means A will not, B will not. So you can write, there are two formulas. We can write this formula or you can write this formula also. Okay, both the case, we are going to get the same answer. Let me check. What is the answer? A complement, B complement. So you get here A complement. A complement was 0.8 and this was 0.6, right? 0.48. And similarly, if I use the other formula, 1 minus probability A union B, 1 minus. So this value, let me check the value. 0.2 plus 0.4 minus 0.08, right? So probability of A union B, what you get? 0.2 plus 0.4 minus 0.08, that is 0.52. This value, if I write here 0.52, so 1 minus 0.52 is nothing but 0.48. So you get that both the ways you are going to get obviously the same answer. So applying addition and multiplication law, we are getting this problem. Now come to the second question. This is also an application of multiplication and addition law. The question is that the odds in favor of A hitting a target 3:4, odds against B hitting the target 1:2. Both of them shoot the target independently. So independent word is important here. What is the probability? Different things are given here like the previous sum. Now the main thing is here, which is different from the previous sum. Directly the probabilities are not given, but the odds in favor of A hitting a target. The meaning is that it is given 3 by 3 plus 4. So what is it? 3 by 7. Okay. So what will be probability of A complement? It will be 4 by 7. Now, when the word is given odds against B, this is given odds against B. That means probability of B, we have to take the second part here, right? When it is for in favor, we have to take the first part, what is 3 divided by 3 plus 4. And in the ratio against B hitting a target, we have to take the second part. So what is it? 2 divided by 1 plus 2, which is 2 by 3. Similarly, you are getting B complement equal to 1 by 3. So we are getting probability of A 3 by 7, probability of A complement 4 by 7. Similarly, probability of B and probability of B complement. As we get the value, just a revision of the like previous sum, both hit the target. I'm just going to write the formula. Both hit the target means probability of A intersection B, and they are shooting the target independently. So you have to multiply these two. The values are given 3 by 7 into 2 by 3. So 3 cancel, answer is 2 by 7. Then only hit the target. Only A will hit the target. Only A means probability of A intersection B complement. So probability of A into probability of B complement. Probability of A is 3 by 7. B complement is 1 by 3. So your answer 1 by 7. Next question is, the third part. We have done first, second. The third is at least one of them, none of them. So at least one of them is what? It is simply the addition law of probability. So what we are going to get here? The third one, probability of A union B. So what is it? Probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So all the values are given. So you can just put it and get the answer. And the fourth is none of them. None of them means there are two formulas, A complement, A complement intersection B complement. Either use this formula or you can use the formula 1 minus probability A union B. So these are few application problems based on laws of probability. So what are the laws of probability? Addition law of probability and multiplication law of probability. Thank you, everyone.